Hey everybody, it's Engineering in Heels here, and I have a really special announcement video today, so I'm super excited about this. But the Engineering in Heels Anklet is officially released. I've already released it on Patreon and on Reddit, but I released it this morning on Instagram and want to do the same for YouTube. So since you're on YouTube watching me, you get the whole story, so hope you enjoy. So kind of some backstory on this. A few years ago, my husband bought me an anklet that looked really similar to this, and ever since then, I've gotten so many questions on Instagram about where did you get that anklet? Where did you get that anklet? And the manufacturer, of course, stopped making it and does, different stuff every year. So it's been sold out for years. So finally, it dawned on me a few months ago, why not make my own anklets? I love crafts and, I have an engineering background, but I've never really made, jewelry before. So it's been a huge learning experience for me. And so when I was going into developing this, I was trying to think like, what were the most important things to me? And number one is durability. So the thing about anklets is that most anklets break on me after a few months of wear. It just happens because usually the jump rings, which are these connectors here, aren't shut. So they just end up popping off, and I either have to fix the anklet with another jump ring or just get rid of it. So usually I just get rid of whatever anklet I was wearing and buy a new one. So durability was a huge thing to me. The other thing for me is just the choice of metal. So the anklet, the large anklet that I've been talking about that I was wearing, was plated, like silver plate over brass or whatever it ends up being. And it really, really started looking pretty crappy after a year or so because the plating was wearing off. And so instead of a beautiful shiny silver, it was just kind of this gross looking bronze in spots, and it really wasn't very shiny anymore. So that kind of led me to stainless steel. So I thought, well, great, I'll find stainless steel components like pretty easily. Well, it's not the case. It's kind of harder to source stainless steel, and it's pretty expensive, especially compared to like silver plate and stuff. So I went through a few iterations, and the first one that I didn't have any closure to the jump rings. So I, of course, test everything I wear, and that anklet fell off within like a weekend. By Sunday night, I'd put it on Friday, by Sunday night it had fallen off. So I was like, well, that's not gonna work. So next I'm like, well, maybe I can solder, but soldering stuff is not really easily, or it's not very easy to solder like stainless steel. So I was like, well, I'm gonna have to go to welding. Now, I took a welding class in college, but it was like a theoretical welding class. It wasn't I never made a weld in that class. I just designed them, which is so stupid, but whatever. So I thought, well, I guess I'm gonna have to teach myself to weld. So that's what we did. I bought kind of a spot welding machine for jewelry and other little things, and taught myself how to make spot welds. So the thing I'm most proud of on this is that every jump ring on this, there's two on each anklet, is spot welded shut. So it is super sturdy, super durable. You're not going to break that weld unless I did a bad job on the weld. So really, really excited about that. I have been wearing this version for a couple months now. Wanted to make sure I did a super good like durability test for you guys, and I have not had one problem with it. And I do wear it 24/7, so I wear it in the shower, all that kind of stuff. It is not tarnished. I mean, it shouldn't tarnish. It's stainless steel. It hasn't rusted. Again, it shouldn't. But I wanted to make sure before I started selling that to you guys. So super excited about this. I've been really excited to release these. I've already sold a few, so if you are looking for them, I will pop my Etsy link here in the video and you can go to that. And if you follow me on any of my other channels, you would have already seen it. So check it out. I can also do customization. So this length is the length that works for me. The anklet is like about 10 inches long. But if you have a smaller or a bigger ankle, I can definitely customize that for you. Even if you wanted a bracelet, just give me the length that you need and it can be completely cut and made to order. My cats are in the background fighting, so wish they were here so I could show you guys. But anyway, yeah, really excited. This closure, this kind of toggle clasp closure is really fun, and you just insert it through, put the pull in the hole, and then it just goes right through. So it's super easy if I can get it done here on video. And it clasps really well. So anyway, it shouldn't fall off. It does occasionally if you like bump it wrong, but I have not had a problem with my anklets falling off, just the one that I used to have. So you can kind of see the length it's a little bit longer than a lot of anklets, so I've got quite a bit of play in here, but that's how I like it. I think it looks nice, really loose. You can see I've got the welded jump rings here and then the nice toggle closure. The other thing that I really like about these anklets is that this chain is really fun to just play with. It feels very silky in your hand just by the way it's made, so wanted to show that to you guys. I also am wearing, you may have noticed, a new to me pair of Louboutins, so I will be doing a review video on these soon, but this is the Lady Daff. I snagged these secondhand for an incredible price. I got them for under 200 USD, so I'm super excited about it, and I'm always happy to add more to the Daff collection. Also super happy about these because they are in great shape considering. I think she wore them quite a bit because they've already been resold, and these straps are actually pretty stretched out. This is the smallest I could make them. So may modify those at some point to be a little bit tighter to my foot, but I'm super happy about that. So anyway, like I said, if you want to check it out on Etsy, I will pop my link here in the description. I am called Mara Winter Jewelry over there on Etsy. You know, send me any custom orders that you want. That would be awesome. You know, I'll be happy to make them for you. You know, can do it in different lengths. And then I just wanted to say at the end, thank you to everybody on Patreon. You guys have been super supportive of the testing of this all the time. So really, really happy with your support. If you don't already support me on Patreon and you want to, this is a great time to do it because patrons get 50% off my anklets. So join Patreon. You can save money on an anklet and you can support me while you're doing it. So thank you so much, everybody. Thank you, patrons. And if you don't follow me over on Instagram, I'm at EngineeringInHeels. And then here on YouTube, please subscribe if you haven't already. Once again, hope you guys like the anklet. Hope to get some orders. Thank you so much.